ADSL access architecture. So the component that participate within ADSL architecture is one, ADSL transceive remove unit, and the second is ADSLAM. So for the ADSL transceive remote unit is a splitter which is for providing both the telephone service and the ADSL service, and for the DSLAM is a multiplexer for DSLS on the side of the operator. The terminal, the telephone signal and ADSL signal are transferred to the user. Splitter on both sides of the subscriber line are used for the frequency multiplexing or demultiplexing of port and ADSL signal. So in the uplink direction, port and ADSL signal are multiplexed on the side of the user, and the signal are transmitted by the same twist path telephone line to the ADSL network element on the operator's side. So on the side of the operator, multiplexer, port and ADSL signal are transmitted to the DSLAM, which first user splitter to the separate port and ADSL signal. There are two output of the splitter. One is for port signal and another one for ADSL signal that is carried.
ADSL. The physical layer of ADSL is designed to be able to coexist with port spectrum. The two services can coexist because ADSL is using a higher frequency spectrum than the baseband spectrum used for ports. The frequency band spectrum dedicated for voice in ports is 0.3 to 3.4 kHz, but the bandwidth is from 3.4 to 4.0. DMT, which is a discrete multitone modulation, is used in ADSL. DMT is a method to separating a digital subscriber line DSL signal, so usable frequency range is separated to 256 channel to 4.3125 kHz each. With each channel, modulation use quadrature amplitude modulation, which is QAM. So that's all from me. Thank you.
In the access network, on the network sites, on the other end of the local loop is located the DSLAM. Next, several local loops end into single DSLAM, which is provide aggregation of the traffic from users and vice versa toward the end users. Next is network node between the access part and the core network is ADSL broadband remote access server, or we call as BRAS. In fact, BRAS is a router which is responsible for routing traffic between the DSLAM enable access network and the core IP network of the operator. For example, the internet service provider. It performs aggregation of user session from the access network and vice versa. Next is the core network for ADSL usually includes two servers, which is one proxy server and one AAA server, or we call as authentication, authorization and accounting. Next, the proxy server is so-called access register server, while the AAA server in the ADSL network is reduced server. The reduced means is remote authentication dealt in user service. So what Redis function? Redis is a client-server protocol standardized by IETF for AAA functionalities in dial-up access to the internet. It is based on the client-server model. The radius client is located in the BRAS router. Next, and the last one is there are two possible implementation depending on whether the ADSL device were in bridge mode or routing mode. That's all from me. So thank you.
The cable network which use coaxial cable as their medium initially were designed to deliver broadcast TV service, first analog TV and then digital TV over the cable. However, with the development of the internet on a global scale, the focus of the cable network has shifted from the network dedicated for the TV broadcast over the cable to end user. The coaxial cable as a medium has a better transmission characteristic, much wider frequency spectrum for the signal transmission on one side. Then twisted pair and such bandwidth was needed because TV as a service demand more bandwidth. On other side, cable network were initially designed to carry the TV in downstream direction. These are different modes of network access to the internet through cable network. The way data transmission is carried out in the downstream and upstream direction is the fundamental difference between both systems. With this method, the cable network continues to run with the unidirectionally amplifiers that are typically included in the cable network to amplify the TV signal, even though the bit rates in the downstream can be several tens of megabits per second. In this situation, upgrading the cable network is not necessary, but an alternative upstream link is required. The way data transmission over the cable networks based on DOCSIS is currently the method for the internet server over the cable access network that is most popular. DOCSIS means data on cable service interface specification.